you.
I don't want that.
Morning.
Good morning, how are you, Tony?
Not too bad.
Good.
Not too bad. Lovely day.
It's absolutely gorgeous. So, how do you feel about everything today and how you went on last week? How do you feel about your lesson last week?
What did we do last week?
Well, last week we did pelican crossings and then we touched on progress, but we didn't really do as much as we wanted to on the progress. So, we were going to work on, so you said you wanted to work on progress today.
Oh yeah, we've done about 20 minutes on progress. Haven't we?
Yeah. So what does progress mean?
Getting on with it.
Getting on with what?
You know,
Now I want you to know.
driving to the right speed.
Driving to the right speed. So what's the right speed? Say, if you're in a national speed limit of 60 on a single lane road, what would be the right speed to aim to be doing?
Would it always be 60?
Well, I'm asking you, do you think it would always be 60?
No, probably not.
So what's 60? Is 60 a minimum or a maximum to aim for?
Maximum.
Maximum. So what's going to be a good, say it's a nice open straight road, what's a good speed to then sort of aim for?
60.
60, okay, yeah, so as long as you don't go over. What about if it was more bendy? What are we looking at then with speeds?
You said last week I have to be able to stop in the distance I can see to be clear.
Okay, good, yes. So what would be a too slow a speed to be looking at in a 60 mile per hour, say? Is there such a thing? Can you be driving too slowly?
Would 58 be too slow?
No, but say sometimes you might be behind a car that's going really, really slow. Is that a good thing to do in a fast speed limit area?
There's not much I can do about it. Going too slow, is it?
No, but do you want to go too slow? Is that something that you'd like to do, that you should be doing? It's according to the road conditions, isn't it?
Yeah, sometimes last week I was going too fast, sometimes I was going too slow, wasn't it?
Yep, so you're happy to give that a go. And what about in the 30 mile per hour speed limit? Supposing you're in an area with humps, for example, road.
Oh, you said about 20.
About 20. So why is that? So what are the purpose of those?
Traffic calmers, isn't it?
Good, traffic calmers, yes. Okay?
Yeah.
Now, so did you scale, how did you feel you got on with progress last week? If you scale it into 1 to 10,
Not brilliant.
1 being bad, not brilliant, what would you say you were doing?
1 being what?
1 being not very good and 10 being excellent.
About 3.5.
About 3.5, 4. So what would you like to be today?
Oh, I'd like to be 10.
Yep, we would like you to be 10, so that would be great if we aim for that today then. Okay, so
Yeah.
that would be good. What about, suppose we've got a passenger in the back today, Tony. How's that going to affect us if we drive? So what do you imagine you've got a passenger there?
Oh, I might have to brake earlier.
You might have to brake earlier. What else have you got to do?
I might have to give it more gas.
When?
I want to speed up or move away.
Okay, good, excellent. So you
I
have.
want to go around bends.
How does that affect you with going around bends? The extra weight.
That makes the car lean to one side.
Okay, good. It can make it lean, can't
Yeah.
it? So you can veer out a little bit. So you have to be careful. So
And it blocks my view a bit.
it blocks your view a bit, exactly. So especially in the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, good. So you're happy with all those things?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now, who's responsible for everything in the car, Tony?
I am.
You are. And what about everything outside the car?
I am.
Excellent. Okay, good. So, if we work on the progress today, when I feel that you're doing really well and you want to try and sort of be responsible for yourself, are you happy to do that? If we feel you're progressing well?
I just out wrong.
Yeah, I did that wrong.
Have we sorted out who's responsible for what here?
I thought you said everything was responsible for you in the car and everything outside was you.
Yeah.
Oh, but at the moment when I teach you the progress, you mean?
Yeah.
So I'd be helping you at the moment with
That's what I
that.
can help.
So with the progress today, how much do you want me to help you?
Could you prompt me?
Could I prompt you? Yes, I could. So do you want me to prompt you to tell you how fast you should be going? So slow down here, Tony, to this speed. I need you to go faster to this speed. Is that what you would like me to do?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of, okay. So we'll do that for a while, and then when you get better, I want you to decide when you feel that you're going better, and then we'll have a think about whether you think you can judge the speeds on your own.
Will you ask me?
I will ask you,
All right.
yes.
Yep.
Yep, and when we get to that stage, if at any stage I feel that I need to stop you verbally, I will. Or if there's any dangerous position I feel I have to use the pedal, are you happy to me to do? You have to understand that I will do that.
You've got pedals over there, haven't you?
I've got pedals, so you have to understand that I will do that if necessary. Okay?
Yeah, well I know that you've done it.
You'll know that I've done it, yeah.
Yeah.
You'll slow down and stop.
Oh, is that all I noticed?
Well, you'll notice you'll lose the control there when I do it. I think.
Just do it alone. Is that the answer I'm after?
No, it's not the answer, because I actually don't know what the answer is. I'll be totally honest, I'm blurring.
The answer is that you'd tell me you've done it, and you'd Q&A me on why you think you had to do it.
Oh yeah, do that
And-
afterwards, yeah.
Did you read any of that book yet?
No, I told you, I only got it yesterday.
Right. Go straight to the page about listening skills, yeah? And you'd ask me, what would I need to do differently to stop you having to do that again, yeah?
Okay, yeah.
Because I might know the answer, mightn't I?
There might be, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, well hopefully I won't have to do that.
No. Shall I get ready?
Okay, I'd like to set yourself up, yes?
So we're going to move off and we're going to take the first road on the right.
Okay. So when you're ready, Tony, I want you to move off when it's safe to do so. And stop a minute. Is there something you should check first before you move off?
Yeah.
What else should you check?
Oh, sorry, the blind spot.
Blind spot, yeah, always check the blind spot.
Because you say so, innit?
Now, why do you need to check the blind spot? I wasn't
Oh, this
watching.
mirror doesn't cover everything, does it?
Doesn't cover everything, does it? How far back to you, before you move off then, Tony, how far can you see in that mirror? What can you see in the mirror?
All these cars coming.
All the cars coming. Now, can you see, what can you see to the right of you? Can you see that red car on the right? In your mirror?
No,
So what can you see differently when you look over your shoulder to what you see in your mirror?
a red car.
Exactly, so you wouldn't see if somebody
Can I go
pulled
now?
up there. You can go
The
now.
gap.
Yep.
And turning right. It's 30 long here, isn't it?
Yeah, but it is 30, but I like this road now. Is it safe to do 30
Yeah.
regardless? No.
Yeah.
Why do you think it is? So what's wrong with doing 30 down this road?
See anything wrong?
So what about all these obstructions?
I've plenty of room. And turning right.
So turning right at the lights, please Tony, so much slow. So that
plenty of room, yeah?
you have plenty of room, but you've got lots of bollards on the left hand side and you had lots of parked cars. So you wouldn't be able to see if anybody stepped out. What about pedestrians and what about animals? Was there lots of obstructions for vision there?
Didn't see many.
Well, you
Many
didn't see
people around there.
pedestrians.
Yeah.
Well, you might not have seen them, but what if they were there?
Normally when you see roadworks, you see people in reflective jackets, don't you?
You do, but they're not working there today, are they?
Oh,
So what about children? Could you see children over those bollards or cars?
no.
No. So do you think it's sensible to do 30 then down that road? Even though that's the speed limit?
Probably about 5.
About 5 would be sensible, did you say?
Would it be 5?
No, it wouldn't be 5, would it? What do you think would be a sensible speed? What do you use if there's traffic calming measures? What's the speed that we said is a sensible speed?
I suppose I should drive at the speed I can stop in the distance I can see to be clear.
The speed that you can stop in the distance to be clear, yes. Could you see much in the distance?
Can I just cut with this?
You
I'm
can.
not logical here, just gonna jump the lights.
Okay, Tony.
Yeah.
Now, do you think that's a safe distance to park, to stop behind that car in front of you?
Looks okay.
So what about the rule? What's the rule that we have?
Oh, tyres and tarmac.
Tyres and tarmac. Can you see that car's tyres or any tarmac?
No, I can't now.
You can now, but you need to stop so that you can see the tyres and tarmac by the time you stop. What's the reason for that?
Oh, them Fiats are always breaking down.
Yes, they are, but it's not that reason. What's the reason for you to have the tyres and tarmac? That's still too close, Tony.
I'm just getting to the white line when she's gone past.
Why is this too close?
Just that row. I put an error in.
Yeah.
The car stopped in front of me about 15 seconds later.
Yeah.
What's the question you should have come in with before I got anywhere near it?
Where do you need to stop before you get behind the car? So to remind you, rather than, well, I was hoping because I'd only just said it that you would still have it. You'd still have it in your head, and you'd have done tyres and tarmac. Okay. So what's the reason again for tyres and tarmac, Tony?
Guess they're right there.
Yes, but what's the other reason? There's two reasons, really. Is there another reason? So where have you got to stop, Tony?
Oh, tyres and tarmac.
Tyres and tarmac. Okay, that's much better. Well done. What's another reason for tyres and tarmac?
But he's not going to roll back gone up a hill, is he?
No. Supposing someone hit you from behind, what would happen?
Oh, yeah, push me forward.
Yeah, and it's going to push you straight into the back of another car, isn't it? Or a pedestrian walking between the cars. So where should you stop here, Tony? Excellent, good. So just because it's a 30 mile per hour limit, does it mean you have to do 30?
No, I suppose not.
No, so you have to look at everything around you as to whether you think it's safe to do that or whether you should be doing a slower speed.
Is it an appropriate speed?
An appropriate speed for the conditions. Whether that's pedestrians, whether it's parked cars or roadworks as we just experienced then.
Yeah. Can I pick my own route today?
You can pick your own route today if you'd like to.
Yeah.
Do you want to choose the directions
Yeah, I
then?
know the area around it.
Okay, good. Yep.
And turning left.
And take the next left then, Tony. So do I need to tell you that if you're taking your own route? I don't, do I? Because you're doing it.
stop on the left, Tony.
So we're going to stop on the left. And you can find a safe place to stop.
Just that roll a minute. How many times have we been over the fact that it's really important you watch me?
Loads of times.
On that left-hand turn where I turned off the main road into this... at the lights, yeah?
Yep.
What mirrors did I check?
I wasn't looking.
Yeah. I'm not going to say it, eh?
No.
Yeah?
Okay.
Have you ever heard of a poo sandwich? Yeah? Sorry?
No. But I'm about to hear about it.
Sorry?
I'm about to hear about it.
Well, let's just say you're going to pull me over and kind of dig Q&A me on something that I may have done wrong, yeah?
Yeah.
What about the bits I'm doing really well? I mean,
Yeah.
before I'm moving away in traffic, I'm really scanning the mirrors, yeah?
Yep.
I scanned the crossroads, lovely, didn't I?
Yep.
A word of praise.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
What's that going to do to my confidence?
Mm.
Yeah?
Yes.
Yeah, so you got to watch me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep. Watch everything.
And a bit of praise wouldn't go on this, would it? Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
The drive on?
You can drive on when it's safe to do so. Good.
And turning right.
Okay. Well done.
What was?
The turning. Well, no, because that was a fast road. There was not many gaps, so you did well to do that there.
Roundabout straight.
Okay. So where should you be looking, Tony, before you reach the roundabout?
Oh, I've been getting that wrong, have I?
No, just that one. What should you check first? And the same here. What should you check at the roundabout and that crossing first?
Yeah, I missed the mirror at the crossing because I was too busy wondering what you were asking me about the roundabout.
But what should you check with the roundabout first?
Check the mirror and I scanned.
Check the mirror. I didn't see you check the central mirror. Don't think so. So you need to be aware of, why do you need to check the mirror, the central mirror, before?
It's fast people are, yeah.
Okay, good. And what does that mean if they're too close?
Drop back a bit.
So you can drop back, exactly. So what should you do now? So what have we got here? That's it. So it's the central mirror and scan, isn't it?
I thought I'd done that.
You did then, that's what I was saying. So you need to try and do it a little bit earlier.
I'm losing my confidence.
So it was excellent. Just try a fraction earlier.
Just losing my confidence.
Good. Much better.
Well, it's good I'm losing my confidence.
No, you checked the mirror and you scanned. That's much better as well, Tony. Well done.
What is?
Tyres and tarmac. I think you're getting that now.
You keep saying things are better, but I never know what you're talking about.
Sorry, I'll say that what they are that's better.
Just checking there's no bikes coming down the inside.
Good.
There.
Excellent. So how often do you need to check your central mirror as you go along? below the 40? Is it quite a good road? Can you see quite clearly?
Can, yeah.
So what about a little bit quicker then? What about aiming for 36?
I'm sorry, I went 37 here, by mistake.
That's okay, that's fine, as long as you don't go over that 40. So what's coming up here? What should you do?
Straight on.
Okay, straight on.
That was pretty good.
You were good. So did you scan left and right then?
And straight on.
Okay. Good. Could you smooth? Now the roundabouts then, Tony, do you think they're a little bit quick? Or do you think they should be a little bit slower?
Yeah, I find if I go straight, I can get through them a lot quicker.
But the aim is not to just get through them quick, is it? The aim is to do them safely. So you could be a little bit slower. So can we aim to be a little bit slower on the next one? What would be the reason for being a little bit slower on roundabouts?
See the bubbles there.
Okay. So what's the speed now, Tony? 40. What are you doing?
41.
So just ease off a little bit on the gas, just a tiny bit, so that you can get back to below the 40 miles an hour. So always stay within your speed limit. That's better, much better, well done. So what's coming up ahead?
Roundabout.
A roundabout. So what do you need to do as you approach the roundabout?
I thought I was good with these.
You are good with them. So. Okay, that's a nice positioning. Well done.
Straight on the second exit.
Okay, take the second exit, which is straight ahead. Well done. Now, as you come across the roundabout, then Tony, what happened across in front of you? You were fine, but what was going on in front of you as you came straight ahead? The car came from the left. So that's partly why aim to not go too fast around those roundabouts, because you never know what's going to happen from the left. So if you shoot across the roundabout nice and fast, what's going to happen? What could potentially happen if you aim to get across them as quickly as possible?
I think I was going too quick.
I didn't see you were, but the roundabout before you said to me you like to go over them quickly to get over them as fast as possible. So if you do that and don't slow down,
Hard to control.
so I'd like you to slow down a little bit here, Tony. So let's aim for say 20. So you've got to be able to stop, haven't you? The distance in which you can see. So it's 40 miles an hour here, but was 40 miles an hour safe then?
Where?
Around those bends, did you feel it was safe?
On the bridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, control.
So why was it out of control a little bit?
Okay.
Why do you think that was?
Just misjudged it. Misjudged it.
The bends or the speed? So what happens with control of the car? When's it easier to control a car?
It's gone in a straight line.
Well, it's going in a straight line. But if you're going around curves and bends, is it easier to control a car if you're going faster or if you're going slower?
Slower.
Slower. So that's the indication there that you should reduce your speed to suit the conditions, the appropriate speed for the bends.
Straight on.
So straight ahead of this roundabout. it's safe to do 30 here? So there's a sign, exactly, there's a sign there saying exactly that, isn't there?
Down about 20, 24. And we're going to take the next road on the left.
So we'll take the next load on the left.
The next one? Load.
Next road on the left. Load. So there's lots of signs here. So what is let me go around again, aren't we? So good. So what's an appropriate speed down this road, Tony? About this speed, yeah, you're right. At this speed. So we're talking 10 miles an hour, aren't we?
Stop on the left here. Breathe, have a relax out, roll a minute.
Hey!
Yeah, you kept asking me about the roundabouts on approach.
I know!
Hang on. You haven't got to the listening bit yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you kept asking me about the roundabouts on approach. But I was making errors on the roundabouts.
You were making errors on the roundabouts.
Yeah, what were they?
Speed, too fast.
What was the speed?
You're changing gears.
I straight lined all of them roundabouts, didn't I?
Yes, that's what it was. So it felt like blooming speed because you just didn't curve round.
What's the danger of straight lining a roundabout?
You're going to mount it in the middle.
Sorry?
Mount it, potentially.
No. What if I've got a vehicle alongside me on the right hand side?
Yeah, or the left hand side. Well, left hand side won't matter.
Yes,
It's
what
the
would
right
the
hand
dangers
side.
be?
You're going to hit them.
Yeah, so why did you not pick up on that one?
Because I was too busy worrying about your
Sorry?
speed around them. They felt really fast.
Well, I could go faster there because I was going in a straight line, wasn't I?
Yeah, that's why you were going faster.
Yeah, you've got to remember, learners are not just going to stick to the subject that you just decided you're going to do today, yeah?
No, exactly.
Yeah?
Yep. So you need to stick with the lanes.
Sorry?
Stick to the lanes.
Well, you need to notice it, didn't you?
Yeah,
Yeah?
yeah. I've got to explain it.
I've obviously do that on my driving test a couple of times. And I didn't put anybody in danger. Probably about the third time I'm probably going to fail, haven't I?
Yeah.
It's not safe, is it?
No, it's not safe.
Yeah?
No, exactly. So how do I explain that?
Well, I didn't get explained.
I'd explain it by one, reducing your speed, so aim for no faster than sort of 20 miles an hour round a roundabout. It's the first way, which means you can control. And two, follow, stay within your lane if it's too low, but then you come off on the left, don't you? So,
Well, you come off every roundabout on the left, didn't you?
yeah,
I
yeah.
went straight across them, didn't I?
So most of those were one lane roundabouts though, weren't they?
Yeah, I still went straight across them, then.
So how am I going to explain that? To say to you to follow the road round? How do I explain to not do it?
I feel like the shape for C, isn't it?
So what to drive in the shape of C? Okay,
Yeah?
yeah. That was partly, I was sitting there thinking, how am I going to explain to you and tell you not to drive like that across the roundabout? So the only way I was thinking of it was just saying to reduce your speed, but it wasn't just your speed. Because by the time I got onto the roundabout, you'd already gone across it and out the other side doing it. So that's what I was thinking, how can I explain how to do it?
Well, carry on now.
Okay.
And turning right.
So I'd like you to turn right at the end, please. these lights here, do you have to use traffic lights? Do you have to use your indicators on these lights? Is it a necessity to use the indicators? Well weighted, well judged, good.
Well, you don't want me to use my indicators.
No, so, going round to the right. That's it. So stay in your lane, Tony, don't cross your lanes. What's the danger of crossing your lanes?
Just give me more room to manoeuvre.
Well, it might give you room to move. What's that going to do to come that might be behind you or in that lane already? No, so stay within your lane, okay? So how many lanes were there coming round then? As you came round the roundabout, how many lanes did you see for signalmans? Two, and you used both of them. So stay in your left-hand lane. So what's the speed down here, Tony? It's 40, so no. So good.
And turning right.
So we're going to turn right in the roundabout. So I want you to think of driving round. It's a C, isn't it? It's a large C that you're going round. I want you to drive, make the shape of a C as you go round the roundabout. And then you use your mirrors, indicate, and then come off to the left. Good.
To get that wrong.
So no, I'm just explaining it. So what's the speed limit here? 40.
Get right to 14, got the 4 good here.
Good hit. That's a very good hit. So, it says slow on the road. What's the reason for that?
In that junction.
It could be that junction. What else could it be?
Not too sure.
What's this approaching as well?
Straight.
Okay, straight ahead of the roundabout.
Second.
So think of that C. Okay, good. Good, excellent. Much better. Much better speed. See the difference with the lanes? And good, you saw the speed limit. Well done.
Turning right.
Okay, turn right here. Okay, they're very good now. They're much better.
Yeah.
So do you feel happy with those?
Yeah, I've just run through a shortcut when I save fuel. And turning left.
And turn left at the roundabout. Okay, good. Much better.
Right and then immediately left.
So you're going to go right at this roundabout and then immediately left. Well done. So you went a lot slower then with those roundabouts. What did you notice that was different? Why they were better than what you were doing earlier?
Control.
Much more control, isn't there? Yes, to steer.
Is my speed okay along here?
Well, what do you much room is there? There's lots of obstructions, so it really wouldn't be very safe, would it, to do 30?
To 18, yeah.
And to 18.
16.
Yeah, exactly, and you might find you go even way slower than that. There's very little room, isn't there? So potentially, what do you always need to be prepared to do? So like that, for example.
Stop.
Stop. Potentially, you've always got to be in a position to stop in a built-up area like this. Because you never know what's going to be happening. So what's the word you're doing? You're having to do what? Anticipate, aren't you?
No.
So you're having to anticipate what might be going on around you. It's a very big word for me today.
Left at the roundabout.
Left at the roundabout. Good mirrors, well done.
Just follow the road round to the left of the roundabout.
Okay, so just follow the road round. Nice speed, well done. And go straight ahead. Good, excellent.
Just as well I did, wasn't
It is, isn't it? So, because you couldn't see him coming until the last minute.
it? Stop on the left.
So if you'd like to stop on the left.
So how am I doing with this, what's it called, progress?
It's progress. I think you're doing extremely well now with progress, don't you? So I think you've made much improvement.
I
You're
don't know.
reading.
I don't know.
Well, you're reading the. What do you feel you're doing?
You're the expert.
I know. What do you feel you're doing?
I'm planning a bit better.
So you're looking ahead of it better, aren't
Yeah.
you? So you're noticing all the speed limit signs, which is excellent.
Yeah.
And you're driving within the speed limits, which is good, because last week you were either too fast or too slow, weren't you, with the speed limits? Potentially too fast. So there was only one speed limit that we didn't see in time, but that was good. Excellent. And what about your roundabouts? Because although we hadn't planned to do those today, there was a slight problem with that at the start. So do you feel your roundabouts are better now?
Yeah, I was going straight. I thought I was being clever by going straight across.
And that doesn't really achieve anything, does it? So what's the dangers of going straight across?
Well, the quickest point between a straight line is always the quickest route between 2 points, isn't it?
It's the quickest route. That's what you were aiming for, wasn't it? The quickest
Yeah.
route across. But is that a sensible thing to do with roundabouts?
Probably not.
Probably not. Why not? What should you do to the roundabouts, as I found out later on? So what's the shape
Follow
that you should
them
do? Follow them round. What's the
Yeah.
shape? So you're like drawing a shape with your car. What's the shape that you're trying to do?
See.
A big C, exactly. So that you stay within your lane. What's the importance of staying in your lane and not veering to the right?
Yeah, there might be somebody in the way.
There might be someone in the right. So that's the same with
Yeah.
everything, isn't it? That's like progress.
Yeah.
When you're going down the road, if you veer, that you're going to be something on the right or something coming towards you. So how do you feel with your progress now today? From, you put yourself at a 3.5, 4. What would you say you are now?
Well, you're still prompting me in.
So I'm not prompting you as much now. So how do you feel you've got far up to?
I don't feel I've got any further, really.
I would put you a lot further than 4.
Oh, right.
Mm.
Yeah. We discussed this last week, yeah?
Yeah.
At what point do you think about...
Pulling you over,
No,
and I
I
didn't.
don't
Listen.
At what point do you think about asking me would I like to change the level?
I should have done it already. And
We
then
haven't
moved
changed the
over.
level yet, have we?
No.
Yeah?
So I should have changed the level and said to you,
Well, you know,
you're doing well now. So
we've got a chance here to do it, haven't we?
yeah.
What did we stop for?
Well, that's what I was going to say to you. That's why I wanted you to say, do you feel you've improved? And then I was going to say, I think you have. And then, so let's see, would you like to do that on your own now? So should I not ask you if you think, I should just say, I feel that you've improved, and I would say that you're doing really well at it now, so should we hand that over to you now?
As easy as that, eh?
Is that, I don't ask you if you've improved either, do I? Is that what I'm saying? Should I have said to you, should I not have said
What's
to you
the
then,
wording you used at the beginning?
responsibility?
What's the wording you used to establish responsibility?
I don't know, what was the word?
How
you
much?
used? How much responsibility do you want to take?
How much help?
Or how much help do you want me to give you?
Yeah.
That's the help, not responsibility. So that's what I should have said then. So how much help do you feel that you need now, or that you would like to have?
Can I have a go on my own?
I think you're ready to have a go on your own, yes. So in the same instance, if I feel that you're doing something that you shouldn't be, I will tell you to stop, slow down, or potentially stop, or use the pedal if I have to, so you're aware of that. You understand that?
Yeah, so.
And you're okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay, excellent. So I think you can do that on your own now.
The drive on?
Yeah. Good, well done.
Left.
So at the end we're going to turn left. Well done. Good speed, Tony, well done.
Straight on at the roundabout, second exit.
Second exit, straight ahead of the roundabout. Excellent, well done, very good. Careful with the speed, Tony, that's it.
Straight on.
Straight over the roundabout, straight ahead. Good.
Second exit.
So second exit the roundabout.
Not the side road. The
Not the side road, the road
second
that's going.
large exit.
Second of the large one.
Right on cars are coming from.
Yeah. So you're going where that bright blue car's coming from. Well done. He didn't want to stop, did he?
Yeah. Give him the finger.
No. You shouldn't give him the finger at any stage.
I'm trying to get into the habit of not actually commenting on other people's driving.
That's good.
You told me off about that.
Well, that's something that you don't need to do, is it ever? So,
It's okay for you to do it though, yeah?
no. I just didn't think he was going to stop, that was all.
It's not a worry, it's your side, isn't it?
You get me and not you.
Right?
He'd get me and not you. At least that would answer a lot of your problems.
Sorry?
You wouldn't have to put up with me anymore.
That's fine, the new instructors. He does it for £9.99, isn't it?
Yeah. Excellent, well done. Yep. Good, well done.
Roundabout right.
So the roundabout you're going to turn right. Good mirrors, well done, Tony. Excellent, well done.
And we're going to turn left.
And you're going to take the next left into here. Nice and slow.
Sorry?
Nothing. Can't help myself. Well done.
I'll try to drive forward into a bait thing.
You can. Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Nice and slow.
Excellent. Well done.
Then I've got to reverse out afterwards, isn't it?
Well, that's okay.
And I do.
I think you did extremely well. How do you think you did?
Yeah, I feel a bit better now that I've had a go on my own.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So what do you feel that was different when you had a go on your own to this week to last week? How do you feel that that was better?
A bit more confidence.
Bit more confidence, good.
Yeah.
What did you feel that you were doing?
Sorry?
So what did you feel that you were doing, that you were noticing more of, that you were doing better?
Making decisions myself.
So,
Looking further ahead,
you
planning.
excellent, you planned well, didn't you?
Yeah.
Good judge of speeds. So you were using the speeds very well. And then what
Yeah.
were you doing better? And do you feel the roundabouts were better? They were good. Do you feel they were good?
Yeah, I wasn't in it wrong last week, was I?
No, they were very good. So and you've stopped doing the straight across now, so that was excellent.
Yeah, that was just something in a book I read during the week that somebody gave me. Roadcraft. I think it's a police driver's manual.
But are you doing police advanced driving?
No.
No. So do you need to
Unless
worry?
we're-
So do you need to worry about things like that?
Unless they're chasing me.
Unless they're chasing you. Well, hopefully they won't be chasing you. So I think you need to ignore the police advanced driving manual and just do the normal driving.
Yeah.
That's a totally different thing. Okay? So much better, well done. So how would you rate it now? So going from your 0 to 10, 1 to 10, how would you rate yourself?
How did I rate at the beginning? I can't remember.
You rated it at the beginning about 3.5.
About 7.
I'd probably put you about 8 now. Easily 8.
Yeah, it's my opinion, it matters though, isn't it?
That's your opinion that matters, yes. So, well, that's okay. So, does my opinion not count for anything at all?
Sorry?
Does my opinion not count? So I think that was excellent. I think
You
you've
think it
done
was
really
8?
well with those. Yeah, I'd put you at an 8
Not
for
far
those.
off. 10 then, is it?
No, so that was nearly a 10, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So I think that was excellent. So next time, I think what we should do next time with the progress is then you try from your own straight away and see how you get on. Because you should have that now, shouldn't you?
Have what?
You should be understanding that now and being able to do that now.
Yeah, I think so.
So I don't think you'll need prompting next time, will you?
Right, had a roll. Is there anything you need to improve on?
Me, personally.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you a clue.
Yeah, give me a big clue.
If you were taking the part 3 that we have at the moment, which is the preset tests, you'd be hammered.
Okay.
Yeah? You'd
Yep.
be absolutely hammered, yeah?
Yep.
Because if I was your examiner, I would see that you weren't watching me,
Yep.
and I'd be all over you like a ton of bricks, yeah?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah? How can you sort out a problem your pupil's got if you don't see it?
Yeah. Well, you can't.
Yeah, when you see that I'm coming up to a hazard or a situation where I need to be taking some kind of action, what should you be doing?
Telling you to do that.
What should you be doing?
Well, if you don't take any action, I've got to take the action.
No. What should you be doing?
Asking you before you get there.
No.
What should I be doing then?
Looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
But if I'm looking at you as much as that, how am I going to see the hazards as they approach as well?
Well, you spotted a hazard. Yeah?
Yep.
If it's a left or right hand turning,
Yep.
what are you expecting me to do?
Use your mirrors and then indicate and then slow down to take the
Use the
turn.
MSPSL routine, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah? If you don't see that, it's
It's not going to happen.
yeah, your client is going to go all the way through the driving lessons with errors there that are not going to get sorted, yeah?
Yep.
What's going to happen the day of their driving test?
They'll fail.
Or if they
Or there'll be a dangerous driver.
or if they manage to fluke the driving test, what's going to happen when they drive on their own?
They're going to be awful and they're going to be dangerous.
Dangerous, yeah. Yeah, so come on, make that effort to watch, yeah?
Yep.
You don't need to glue your nose to the windscreen all the time, yeah?
Okay. Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Make sense?
Yes, it does.
Right, just give me a minute, I'll switch these cameras off.